Okay guys, welcome to part 2 of this tutorial. Again, if you're new to the channel and just clicking on this video to see how to create a mock-up with custom backgrounds, take the time to watch part 1 of this series so that you can get the idea of how to create the actual mock-up itself with your custom logo for your t-shirt or apparel item. Then you can continue to part 2 here, where you're going to learn how to really customize your backgrounds to make your images look very high-end and professional. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is going to go pretty quick, so if you kind of miss anything, just kind of maybe watch the video over or just kind of go back. I want to kind of go through this so that we get through this video kind of quickly and it doesn't drag on into a really long video. So this is what we're basically going to create here. We're going to create a custom background set up like this, but set up to where you can change the way the backgrounds are. So you can create all kinds of different backgrounds within your own file here. You can drop whatever backgrounds you like or that you have, and then simply change them as you see fit. Same thing with the t-shirt mockups. You can add whatever t-shirts you want. That way you can just click through them and make your mockups super fast when you need them. Just call it whatever you want. Make sure your DPI is set to 300. Transparent background. That looks good. So here's your first background here. So this is going to be, as of right now, our solid color background. So change that to some kind of vibrant background. I'm going to just change mine to this, and then hit your paint bucket, paint it. So now from here, we're going to call this background. Now you're going to want a new layer. So this is going to become our transparent background. So now what we're going to do with this background here is we're going to choose a color. So make sure it's highlighted. And this one I usually set to a very light gray. So let's take it down to about 240 is good. You can set it to whatever you want. And we're going to take that opacity down to about 40%. And click your paint bucket and then paint it. So there we go. We now have our transparent background. Now, keep in mind, we're trying to create this little cut look here, so we need to bring that image in. What we're going to want to do from this point, now that it's colored, is keep it highlighted, and we're going to want to bring it in just a little bit. So click on Edit and Free Transform. Hold down the Shift and Alt keys together, and then hold the side and drag it in. This is going to drag both sides in at the same exact time. And that's about good right there. You now have your background transparency. So now what we want to do is add the name brand. So click on text, change that to whatever font you want. Click on that. So we're going to name it Essential. Now, I don't worry about points right now. We'll resize it with that free transform tool. So just click, good to go. So from here, just go ahead and make sure this is highlighted once again. Click Edit, Free Transform. Hold down Shift and Alt, grab the corner, pull it right about there, and then while you got it here, grab this little corner, make the arrows bend because you want to spin it. So hold down the Shift button and just turn it so that it turns exactly to 90 degrees. Now go ahead and just drag it on over here. Now with the Move tool on, you can now hit the arrow buttons to move it however you like, up, down, left, right. So that's about good. Now if you want to make the secondary color in black or whatever color you want, you can just duplicate this layer. That way you don't have to continue changing the color every time. So we'll go ahead and change this to black. So Essential Black. So that's the black version. This is the white version. Now make sure you highlight the black one, click on text, click up here, and change that to black. So now that's your black version. This is your white version. So now what we want to do is go ahead and add our backgrounds. Our backgrounds will go on the bottom. So just click on this bottom one here, and then I'm going to just drop in 3 backgrounds. So again, hold down Shift and Alt, grab the corner, and just pull. So that's good. Now I can move it around where I need it. That looks good. Perfect. So that looks good to me. Click Enter. Boom. Background's done. Now pull that to the bottom. Okay, I'm going to add one more background, but this goes to show you how you can just continue to add as many backgrounds as you want. So there's that background there. Again, you're going to grab the corner, pull it, and let go. So there's that there. The reason why we're not seeing the background right now is because this color background is on. So just click Enter, turn that off, and then go back to the Move tool up here highlight the one we just put in, and then you can move it. Okay, so we can move that around right about so. Perfect. So I like that there. So you got two backgrounds here. You got your solid color background. If you choose to use a solid color background, I'd probably recommend taking the transparency off. So transparency is mostly going to be for your custom backgrounds like these. So now we're going to take the t-shirts. We're going to drop some t-shirts in. Okay, so t-shirt number 1, just go to your folder where your t-shirts are, drag and drop. So there's your t-shirt. Now remember, you can move this around. What you want to do is fit the t-shirt within the parameters of the transparent background. So go ahead, click enter, and there is your very first mock-up. Isn't that cool? So what we'll do here is take the t-shirts and we'll just drop them underneath the text. Now if you want to mess with the color of the shirt just a little bit to really get some detail in there, what you can do is highlight this layer, and then you can just click the levels. So now you got the levels layer here and here. Now what you can do is click on the folder icon here. What I like to do, click on these both so that they're highlighted together, and then drag and drop them into the group 1 folder. So if you want this level to affect this one here, just click on that. Click on this icon right here. Now that's only going to affect this layer here. So now you can go ahead and adjust the levels of this shirt here. Make it look brighter, darker, whatever you need to kind of show those curves off just a little bit. It's kind of cool. So that looks good right there. So that's how you can adjust the levels of the actual mock-ups you're putting in. And if you can't see your transparent background so much, you can always increase that. So you could take that up to whatever you need to. If you wanted to go up to 50, you can go up to 50. And then what we can do is on our backgrounds here, we want to add that hue saturation, because that really gives us some really cool details, and then just pull it in to where it's right above these backgrounds. Now you don't need to do the little icon here with the hue saturation, because this is going to affect basically whatever is turned on. So if you're using the California one here, you'll adjust here. So you see if you take to the right, it's now a black and white image. That's pretty cool. And then if you take it to the right, you're really going to mess with the colors now. Now you're doing something a little bit more cool. So you're making some really cool looking saturation there, and then you can adjust the colors here to really make some really cool looks. So that is a really neat look there. You can darken it just a little bit, you can brighten it a little bit, but even if we darkened it just a little bit, it kind of makes that shirt pop even that much more. So right about there is where I would want this mock-up. The shirt really pops, the background looks really cool, really high-end. I really like it. Now if you want to make your font bigger, just highlight the black one or whatever one you have activated, and again use that free transform tool, and then just kind of grab the corner or grab the shift. The shift and alt will move it all together as one evenly. The shift will kind of pull it, it'll hold it in place, but it'll pull it to a corner, you know what I mean? So that looks good right there. That way it kind of fills the space and just touches the edge of that transparent background. So I really like that a lot. I think this is exactly what I would do for my site. This is really clean, really professional, and this is exactly what you should be doing for your websites and for your clients. If you sent your client something like this is going to be something that they're going to really appreciate, and they're going to really be able to see that you put some detail into sending them a mock-up, and more than likely they're going to say, yeah, let's do it. Let's make those 300 t-shirts. You know, I'm down. So there you go, guys. This is a very simple way to create a custom mock-up template for your shirts, to where all you have to do is literally drop your shirts in. We'll put in one more shirt just so you understand that you can put as many shirts as you want in here, so you can activate the shirts to whatever backgrounds you want. So just unhighlight the shirt that's there now, roll down to another shirt, and then drag and drop that in there, and then just grab that corner, shift and alt together, and pull it in. And you can also use your left and right arrow keys to really, you know, pinpoint exactly where you want it. So that's good right about there. And there is, once again, another t-shirt mock-up. So that is simply put how you do it, guys. So you can either create this yourselves if you are good at Adobe following this tutorial. If this went a little too fast, just go back and watch it again. You'll get the hang of it. If you just want to purchase this file for yourselves and don't want to have to deal with it, this will be on the essentialbrand.com website underneath the graphics section. It'll be at a really good affordable price, to where if you want to buy it, you won't have any hesitation doing so. All you got to do from that point is take the file, drag some more shirts in there, drag some backdrops in there, and you're good to go. So there you go, people. From here, all you got to do is take this file here, save for web or save as, and save it as a JPEG high, 100%. And it's already 2048 by 2048, and just save that to your computer and you're good to go. So there you go, guys. Hopefully this tutorial helped. Subscribe, like this video, please, if it helped you whatsoever. This is what we do. This is how we get down, and there's more to come. So liking this video helps get it out there to other people like you who are trying to learn how to do these things. YouTube is not going to recognize this video unless you guys do your part, and please hit that like button. That's all I ask. So thanks for watching once again, and until the next video, we will catch you guys later. Again, essentialbrand.com. Check it out if you haven't. Lots of cool shirts. Go buy one. Later, guys.